Tanya is an avid gardener too.
My grandparents owned a farm, and I've always loved playing in the dirt. I'm so excited about owning a yard.
I'm happy to help you become a serious garden contender.
Thank you. But your gardening might be a little too ambitious for me.
She has a job and a little baby on the way. Well, gardener to gardener, the one thing you should get rid of is that tree. You mean our oak? You mean your future disaster?
Disaster?
It's so dangerous.
But we love the tree.
We do? Really? Oh, Ginny. But you will need a professional tree guy.
It's a healthy tree. We had that inspected before we bought the house.
But the tree is why your land looks so messy. All the leaves and acorns everywhere. And we get your leaves all over our lot.
The tree is the centerpiece of our plan for a native garden.
Native garden? That sounds exotic.
Actually, it's very traditional. We want to go back to the basics and get rid of foreign plants like Bermuda grass and English ivy and nurture a mid-Atlantic forest bed.
Which is better for the environment.
Native plants feed the right bees and the right bugs feed the right birds, so on. We, the individual gardeners of America, have the opportunity, or dare I say, the responsibility in helping to ensure biodiversity in our gardens. We can help save the planet.
My, that's a patriotic call to action.
I have some books written by brilliant entomologists. I can bring them to you.
So, you're suggesting no tulips, no magnolias, no hydrangeas?
No Japanese honeysuckle, no Asian azaleas, no kudzu, no Bradford pear, no autumn olive.
Blasphemy.
But they're beautiful ferns. Mulberry, Virginia creeper, Carolina silverbell, low maintenance greenery that's high output and low impact.
You mean weeds? You're planting weeds on purpose?
A lot of plants we think of as weeds are actually native plants, and they have a purpose.
Oh, isn't it their purpose to be ugly?
That's a misconception. Native plants can be quite arresting.
So you're going to plant a bunch of weeds so that your yard will attract more bees and bugs.
Do you listen to NPR?
Of course we listen to NPR. We are not old. We're old, not dead.
NPR had a great segment on native gardening. You should listen to it.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
We love barbecue. Isn't this native garden something that springs from your rich Mexican culture?
It's a gardening philosophy developed by entomologists.
It seems so rooted to a Mexican connection to the earth. There must be something there.
Except we're not Mexican.
I'm from Chile. I did boarding school here.
And I'm from New Mexico.
Funny, I was sure I detected a little Spanish accent from you. That's why we thought you were Mexican.
That's so interesting because I'm American. I don't speak very much Spanish.
She can swear in Spanish.
Maybe you imagine the accent?
Maybe it's because you just look so Mexican.
That's what people tell us. Maybe we should just cancel the barbecue. Stand down before we fall down?
What? The plants and fence going today. My entire firm arrives tomorrow afternoon.
Pablo, I called Virginia names.
I'm sure she deserved it. Don't go soft, Tanya. This is not about flowers. It's about principles. This is war.
This is not war. Not yet. I need to go talk to her. I'll make her understand our point of view, the pressure we're under.
I don't think you should. In fact, I say no.
No!
Frank threatened me.
Sweet Frank? Ha! No way!
Oh, he showed some big cojones last night.
That term is ridiculous. Testicles are the most delicate part of a man. What did you say?
Nothing. All I know is he said we are wild, messy people and you should go native somewhere else.
He did not say that.
It's what he meant. And he says he knows powerful people. He says he works for the agency.
What does that mean?
In Chile, it means very bad things.
Do you think Frank Butley is CIA?
Oh, CIA? No. Frank thinks firms are a form of torture.
But he knows powerful people, and she's a defense contractor. What have we gotten ourselves into?
Ugh, nobody tells me what I can do or not do. Not in my house, not in my backyard.
Pablo, are you feeling okay?
It's It's nothing. He's getting to me. But we will not be bullied and threatened into submission.
Pablo, they're our neighbors. We have to live next to them. Our children have to live next to them.
They are researching adverse possession.
Mr. and Mrs. Frank Butley are invoking squatter rights? Do they have a case?
I told them they didn't.
But do they?
They need to have been openly and notoriously using a piece of land as would an owner for a certain number of years.
They have, haven't they?
My father lost a lot of land in Chile due to squatters. It was a demoralizing for him. I will not let that happen to me. Not this way. It's ridiculous.
I thought squatter rights were for poor people.
It's a travesty of justice.
But you said they don't have a case.
No, I didn't say that. I told them they didn't want to fight Smith, Krause, and Wilson.
You told them not to fight the man?
Yes.
Because we are now the man?
Yes.
One thing is this being between two neighbors. But now you set up that small old couple against a huge, cold law firm and everything seems very different.
Isn't that the struggle for you? Moving up? Buying a house? Becoming the boss? Isn't this the American dream?
Enabling large institutions to crush little old white people? No.
Tanya, you know better than anyone that we don't reserve years of discrimination, of growing up like second-class citizens, of being the minority because in one instant we have the upper land.
We? Wait a second, Senor Mister. You were a part of that upper class. You were never called a spick in the 2nd grade or asked if you were illegal when applying for a waitressing job. You were not treated inferior in Chile in any way. Pablo, you grew up with the biggest silver spoon in the mouth of it than anyone I know.
I became a minority the moment I moved into this country. And I know that we have to want to be the man or nothing will ever change.
No, it's all of this man, machista, cojones talk that is the problem. I'm going to talk to Virginia, woman to woman, and get this resolved.
Don't you think destroying someone else's flower bed is somewhat rude?
Rude?
It's your attitude, Tanya. Think of where you came from and look around you. Look at all the resources you have, all you have accomplished.
So we should be relieved and thankful to have gotten this far?
Yes, exactly.
Because it's arrogant for someone like me to think she might deserve more?
No, but I just don't understand. With all you have going for you, why would you throw 2 families into such a terrible role over 23 inches of land?
I felt you were the one blowing this out of proportion. You are the ones that felt entitled to plant flowers wherever you want.
Can you hear yourself? You're accusing us of what? Planting flowers? Now, what kind of crime is that?
It's our land. And those flowers are detrimental to the environment.
Oh, the environment, great. Save the world, but screw your neighbors. You said you didn't understand how this all spiraled, and I know, so I'm explaining it to you. Your desire for more started this all.
You mean my greed?
I didn't say that word, did I?
No one has ever called me greedy before.
Oh, you're a woman. They probably maxed it with more generous words like ambitious or determined or bitchy. It's so unfair. Believe me, I know.
I'm greedy for hoping to get what I paid for. So, Virginia, what are you? How did you acquire more land than you bought?
As far as I remember, this has been like this for a very long time.
And that's the crux of it. You have because you have. Because you're used to it. Stolen goods are not stolen, they're acquired. The world is already so entrenched in your favor, you don't even need to recognize how you benefit from inequity. You are blind to your privilege. And you don't stop unless you're held accountable. You people.
What do you mean by you people?
You and Frank.
You mean senior people?
I mean, you and Frank.
You mean white people?
Do not put words in my mouth.
You're attacking us because we are rich and white. That's classism and racism. Would you make this kind of ruckus if Frank and I had been black or Latino? Would you attack us if we had A cactus in our backyard?
Oh, because Mexicans only want cacti in their backyard.
Oh, there it is. The big chip on the shoulder. You would handle this different if we were different.
No, I would not. If you were my Latino neighbor and you had 2 feet of our yard, you better believe I would still come and claim it. But I bet you would be less resistant to our rightful legal rights if we fit in better.
You think you're better than us because you're young and hip. That, young lady, is ageism.
Virginia, the only ism you feel is your own narcissism. How you manage to paint yourself as the victim in all of this is a feat of self-delusion. We are the ones that have been cheated, not you.
You're taking land we've nurtured for years.
You know, I came over to apologize.
And I graciously accept your apology.
I don't think I'm giving it to you anymore.
Honey, you're pregnant. It's making you irrational.
I am passionately rational. I have never been entitled a day in my life, except now, when the title of our land actually says we are entitled to the land we bought and that you have. You are the occupation, but we shall overcome.